Hello again. This is the next task, and this task is about feature selection. So now we're going to use the AutoML, automated machine learning, to reduce the number of features of the customer's data set for the insurance company, in order to improve the score of the model for a certain task, or to improve the performance, so to make it run faster, because with the reduced number of features, the machine learning model will definitely run faster. In this case, I'm going to use a support vector machine learning model for classification, and I'm going to create my data set based on my customers table in my database, and I'm going to drop the lifetime value, numerical value I use for regression, because this is a classification task. And here are the first 5 rows in my data set. You can see here I have all the attributes, all the dimensions, and then as the value, as the label, I have the LTV bin column. So I'm going to do a performance split of 80-20% split on my data set, and I'm going to specify the classification column, which is the one I'm going to use for the classification. And then I'm going to also separate the attributes from the classification values, from the labels, for both training and testing data. And now I'm going to create the support vector machine model for classification, and I'm going to fit it with the training data, and I'm going to check the score of this model. This is the default model, and it doesn't have the feature the feature reduction here in the feature selection. So this is the score which the model can achieve just by itself, without running the feature selection with the AutoML. And now I'm going to create the feature selection with automated machine learning. This is the feature selection object, which will return me the most important features I can use in order to improve the accuracy or the performance of my model. In this case, I'm trying to improve the accuracy. This is the score metric I'm using here, and for the mining function classification. So now I'm actually reducing the number of features to just a subset of those features for my customers. It will take some time to execute, to make the feature reduction, to select the most important features. And after it finishes, I'm going to recreate a new support vector machine model here in the next block with the feature reduction. And I'm going to print again the score. So I'm going to compare my feature reduction score with the default score of this model I have created, with all the features, with all the attributes for my customers in my insurance data set. It takes a while to select the most important features. It took maybe a couple of minutes. I paused the recording in the meantime because I thought it was going to take longer. But so my 29 features have been reduced to 20. This is the output I got from the feature reduction code here I have in this block. And now I can recreate the support vector machine model again with the reduced number of features. And this time my score is 86% from 82%. So you can see here I have improved the score for this machine learning model, SVM model. And at the same time, I have reduced the number of features by 1.5 times. So I have reduced them from 29 to 20, and I have improved the accuracy of my support vector machine model. So this is the idea behind the feature reduction with the automated machine learning with AutoML. And now I can add the customer ID column to the data to identify the customers and see exactly how can I further improve by identifying individual customers using the feature reduction by customer this time, by each customer in particular. So if I add the customer ID to the feature selection function, maybe I will be able to improve even more my my accuracy, because now it will consider individual sets of features for individual customers. It won't use the same features for all customers. This is the idea. So now I'm going to try to get the reduction even more of features even at the next level. Let's see how long it takes to run this task, this code. And here we have it. So it basically doesn't do further reduction. I achieved again 20 features using customer ID as my identification for my individual records, and it's basically the same. So even if I give an identification column for individual records or not, the feature reduction will perform the same for this data set in particular. You can try it for your data set. Thank you very much.